My name's Titus Naikuni, and I'm the CEO of Kenya Airways.
Thank you for talking to us today. Kenya Airways had a recent partnership with Etihad Airways. Can you explain this to our viewers and what it will mean for you going forward?
We signed a code share with Etihad, and we're very pleased to do that. And what it does is that it exposes us into the network of Etihad, which is quite extensive compared, say, to our own network. For instance, getting into Australia, getting into a number of states in India. Equally, it opens up our network in Africa to Etihad. So we've got sort of a flow of passengers between the two networks.
Safety in Africa is a key issue that's being discussed today. What are your thoughts and opinions around this, and how do you see that stigma being removed?
I think that stigma has to be removed, and we have to remove it ourselves, because it's twofold. One, yes, there are concerns around safety, and it's amazing because it's around 2 to 3 countries that are causing all these problems in Africa. And Africa is about 54, 57 countries. The second thing is that it is doable. If you look at the IATA registered airlines in Africa, in the year 2009, they had 10.54 incidents per million flights. When we got into IATA is the IATA Operational Safety Audit, which is an initiative that IATA brought in to make sure that people have the same standards in addressing safety. It was reduced to 0 by 2012. So you can see in 3 years, from 10.54 to 0. So it's doable. My opinion is that rather than have the whole area of IATA just dedicated to IATA registered airlines, let's roll this out to other airlines. And I think this is where the government regulation needs to come in, to make sure that all airlines, whether you are general aviation, commercial aviation, you are guided by IATA regulations, because it works.
And do you feel that the government in Kenya supports your airline in the aviation sector within Africa?
Yes, it does. It does, but it needs to put more money into regulation. To me, the regulator needs to be funded fully, because that's the heart of making sure that reputation of the lack of safety in Africa can be removed even within Kenya.
Climate change has also been a hot topic. What does Kenya Airways do to help, with the environment and within this area?
I think the climate change subject, and that's specifically the whole issue of emissions, is something that we all need to address as mankind, because if we don't, it's going to bite us. And it's already biting us. I mean, the things that you're seeing around the world. So we can't bury our heads and say, look, we shouldn't address it. However, we need to have a consensus on how we all do it, be it this industry, be it road transport, be it shipping industry, be it power stations, and so forth. The more we waste time arguing about it, the more we get into possibly an irreversible situation. So to me, I think it's important that we, as the people who are causing some of it, and others who are causing it, we all need to sit down around the table and say, how do we tackle this monster?
And just lastly, I believe that the World Travel Awards will be holding their first Africa Awards in Kenya later this year. What does that mean to the country?
I think it's very good. We've just come out of an election that a lot of people never thought would have peaceful elections. It's been a success story. And to have the World Travel Awards coming into Kenya after successful elections, to me, is a fantastic marketing opportunity for the country. And it gives hope to a lot of us, and an encouragement to people that, look, Kenya is still the Kenya that we knew some 30, 40 years ago. So come over to Nairobi, come over to the Mara, come over to Mombasa. There's a lot of beauty in Kenya.
Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to Breaking Travel News.
Thank you very much.